Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Kat, and if you're new here, we have been baking our way through Some of My Best Friends Are Cookies by Emelia Jackson. Today we are starting chapter 2, which is very exciting. Chapter 2 is called Quirky Cookies, so they are all a little bit different. And today we're going to be making a skillet cookie. So what I'm going to do for this recipe is start it now, and I will finish it off tonight when all my family is home and we can have it for dessert after dinner. So the first thing that I need to do, which is all I'm going to do right now, is get my cast iron skillet. This one's only 18 centimeters. It's meant to be 20, but I figured this is close enough. And I'm just going to scoop 150 grams of Nutella into this, spread it out into a circle, and stick it in the freezer for us to use tonight when we make the rest of the cookie. I do have a circle of baking paper in the bottom of this dish. My kids have been begging for this Nutella to become general use for several weeks now, so they will be very pleased that we have got to this recipe today. So this is a pretty thick layer, just for reference, and I'm going to pop it in my dish just to keep it nice and flat while it freezes, and I'll see you back tonight. So I've just got all of the ingredients ready to go. So in this bowl, we've got 200 grams of flour and half a teaspoon of each of baking powder, baking soda, and salt. And I've also got 220 grams of chocolate chips. In this bowl, I've got my combined sugars and vanilla. So I've got 110 grams of brown sugar, 90 grams of white sugar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I've got my 1 egg. I've got my 130 grams of butter. This is just going to sit out and get nice and soft. And then I have my extra 50 grams of dark chocolate chips, which I'm going to scatter over the top of the cookie when it comes out of the oven. So I will show you what I do tonight. So what I need to do is I need to cream the butter and the sugar together. Then I need to add the egg. Then I need to add the dry ingredients with the chocolate chips. That gets mixed together to form a dough. I split that dough in half. I put half of it into the bottom of my cast iron skillet pan that I showed you earlier. Then I put the disc of frozen Nutella, and then I put the other half of the dough, and we're going to bake that in the oven for about 35 minutes. let it cool in the pan for 15 minutes, and then we're going to chop it up and serve it with ice cream. And I am sure it's going to be delicious, but you will see how we enjoy it, and I will do a bit of a voiceover letting you know if it is, in fact, as delicious as I think it's going to be. Friends, it was delicious. It was super, super rich. You only need a very small piece. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.